Whoa, what's up, what's up? Drove 2 times in this motherfucker, whatever. First
up,
interview, whatever. Man, we finally got the equipment, whatever.
You finally got it.
Studio shit, when I first got the MPC and the Phantom, you was there when I first had.
Right,
to
right.
My first interview.
Through it all, huh?
Camera and all that. Shout out to Boss B for
Through it
buying
all.
camera.
Free Beezy, man.
Yeah,
free Boss B, man. Free the boss, baby.
Already, Brandon Earls, but man, tell the people we was born there and where you from.
Man, I'm from Tyra Lane, man.
Tyra Lane. And where's that at?
New Orleans East. New Orleans East, baby.
East side? Okay.
East Beach, baby.
Okay, East Beach. That's
Shout out to the whole Louisiana, man.
Alright, okay. Oh, so Tyra Lane or whatever, that's on your birth certificate. So what hospital you was born in New Orleans?
Humana Hospital. Off of Bullet. It was a women's hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Walmart at right now in that area.
Right.
Okay, so what the schools you grew up in New Orleans? I mean, what schools you went to attended? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the school I attended? Well, from elementary on up. Well, I went to Francis YJ Elementary right off of Haynes. It's like around the Little Woods area.
Hold on. Okay, you went to
Gaudet. Yeah. And I went to Fantasy Williams. I went to Livingston.
Okay.
I went to Marrero Middle across the river in Marrero. I went to St. Joseph of the Worker.
That's a Cali school.
That's a little Cali school.
Okay.
And went to 17 Reed out there in Mizzou.
Okay. So how was it?
I ain't never went to Abe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Abe though. You know.
Yeah, that's kind of.
We used to bust that ass.
Yeah.
On the football field and in the band.
Still a rival forever with Fanny Liv and Livingston and Livingston and Fanny was definitely hell of rivals and niggas used to say we used to be fighting like Christian blood and Livingston wore the blue and
you know what's fucked up?
With the red and y'all
I was living in what's fucked
up. Both of the schools.
Look, what's fucked up? I was living in Mizzou,
right?
Going to Livingston,
right?
So I'm getting on a bus that's bringing me I'm catching a NASA.
Right.
You heard me? That bitch bringing me down Chef. Right past Fantasy with you heard me? Look, I'm taking off. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I took my shirt off a couple times and put that bitch in my big peg. Nigga, fuck you, boy. Shit,
yeah,
boy, fuck you.
It was.
Look, cause guess what? Every time somebody caught one of them boys from Fanny on Chef and Diamond, it went down. You know what I'm saying? Look, I was just smart. I'm like, nigga, I'm living in Mizzou, boy. I'm coming passing right here, Fanny. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a fucking candy apple on a stick. You heard me?
So Fanny, Livingston, and then Abe and Reed. All right, so you went to when you started playing music or whatever?
Man, I've been in music since Gaudet, man. My first instrument was a trombone.
Trombone, okay.
Yeah, my first instrument was a trombone.
And what you was doing with the stuff? I think you said you was a second line or something like that. What you was doing?
I was a money wig, so I used to second line.
Okay.
You know, yeah, my dad was cool with a man. Well, was cool with my uncle. You hear me? P-Nup. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle Cornell. Okay. You know, Cornelius. You know what I'm saying? But
how old you was about that time?
I was like around 8, 9, something like that.
Time getting it in, huh?
Yeah. I used to always be a little boy dancing or something. You know what I'm saying?
So how was it like your dad being a man, but you didn't really know?
The man, what do you mean a man? The man, what do you mean a man?
I'm talking about like the man that was getting the money or whatever and doing it. Yeah. And at that time you just like, my daddy just called up, but everybody like, man, your daddy doing his thing or whatever and all that. But you was the kid growing up that had the go-karts, the bikes that other kids didn't have because your dad had you, like you say, you spoiled. So you was that hood kid that everybody want to jump on your go-kart when you came on Tyra Lane. How was that at that time when you had seemed like the world?
Boy, GD, boy, look, some things will never change about you, boy. Hey, look.
I mean, you did. You had it.
Yeah,
GD. They always had that kid in there that had nice stuff.
Right.
And everybody wanted to play with their toys and stuff.
Right.
So you was that kid at that time.
Right, yeah, my daddy, I was well taken care of.
Right.
You know, my daddy took care of me. He took, he took care of me. Right. Did what he supposed to do. He was a single parent father for a minute before he got married. Right. You know, I got a lot of pictures. You know, he still gave me the pictures that he kept preserved. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And where y'all was living at that time?
Man, it was sometimes we were living on Current Road in East Shore. You know, and then we lived on Current Road for a long time. And then we wound up moving on August Avenue. Okay. You know, right off of Barataria in Marrero.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So how was that transition once you're, having everything, kind of you wanted as a kid, toys and, go-karts and all that, braces back when a lot of kids didn't even have braces back then,
Yeah.
And then your dad going to jail and then you got to live with your grandma and your brothers and sisters and then, your nieces and nephews. How was that transition, living in a house full of people in a 2-bedroom house or whatever?
It was a big transition. Going from having everything you probably want. Yeah, going from having everything you probably want to, not having everything you want because everything you got, you sharing it.
Right.
You got to.
Right.
That's law.
Video games, everything. Now.
Everything.
Right.
The bed, clothes, everything. You know what I'm saying?
And how was that too? Like when you do get a game, you used to getting games all the time, and now you got to get a game once a year. Like SmackDown, Madden, or something like that, or whatever.
It was a big change, man. You know what I'm saying? But it humbled me later on down the line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It humbled me later on down the line.
Right. So how was that? Like you said, being in the plaza and all the things that they had going on in the East, kids stealing toys, doing little bad mischief shit.
I wasn't stealing no toys.
So you wasn't doing nothing to steal?
I wasn't doing nothing illegal.
You wasn't doing nothing.
I don't know what you talking about.
At that time.
I don't know what you talking about.
Okay, so you wasn't never doing nothing bad. You never stole no can of stuff. All right, cool. All right, you can say that, man. Like I said, this is your interview, whatever. I'm just asking a question, whatever. So all right, so you never stole a can. You never did nothing like that. I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. This your story though. So you went to Livingston and then you left Livingston and then you wound up going to Delaware. How was that moving to Delaware?
Going to Delaware was new. I liked it, but I just didn't like the cold. The people was crazy to me though. Like when I was going to Henry C. Conrad Middle School up there. Mm-hmm. So all these middle schools I'm telling you I went to, you could tell I was going through a big transition in my life too. Right. So I was going to Henry C. Conrad Middle School, and they called me country one day. I'm like, country? I'm like, man, how the fuck you gonna call me country? I'm from New Orleans.
Right.
I ain't country. Like, look at you, New Orleans. I'm like, man, yo, proper speaking ass.
Right.
So but the people was good though, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, they treated me good. Man. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I like the people, man. Shout out to Wilmington, Delaware, man.
So and that was when your dad was doing his 15 years, whatever. You had wound up going up there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So all right, so you come back to New Orleans, and how was that coming back to New Orleans, and what you did once you got back from Delaware?
When I came back, man, I just finished the rest of my school year at Livingston. Yeah, and it was about the end of the school year anyway, and we wound up going to 8.5 because I didn't pass the fucking leave test at 17 Reed. Yeah, so that's when that bit first came out, and we like, dang, they saying teachers not passing the test.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we getting all nervous. It's like, well, how we gonna pass it? But anyway, so I think it was the math part I failed. Mm-hmm. I never would think good at math. Right. But
got the read, and then what happened?
Yeah, I got the read. At the read, I got in the band, man. I always been in the band, so I got in the band. I did track a little bit, but band music always been my love, my first love.
Who was your band director and what was Reed band like in 2002 or 2001, whatever, when you was at Reed? How was the band?
Band director, the band was cold, man. That was back in 2000 or 2001 and 2, 3. Right. My trombone section was fire. The baritone section was fire. The whole band was fire. I can't leave anybody out. The whole band was fire, man. Even from the, you know what I'm saying?
Super band, you was trying to build, get different people.
Man, yeah, and then you talking about my band director. The band director, I remember his name. His name was Mr. Bonds.
Oh, Mr. Bonds.
Yeah, what you said, Miguel? Yeah, Miguel Bonds.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, he it was like he was recruiting people from different schools and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I left, yeah, he was like, he was getting people from this school, from Carver, he probably getting some dudes from Kennedy.
So who was the band that was hard that was going against y'all at the time?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of hard bands. It was a lot of hard bands out there when I was in the band, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was alright, you know, I wasn't all that, you know what I'm saying? I was basic, I was a basic trombone player, you know what I'm saying? But, I think Carver. Carver, boy, look at, I ain't gonna lie, Carver was blowing, boy. I mean, we went to the Orphan Theater. Boy, I think we played that Missing You. Yeah. Every step, tell you remember that shit?
Song, yeah,
yeah. Boy, blowing, man.
And you talking about y'all or Carver was blowing that song?
Carver was blowing.
Oh, right.
But hey, look, but we weren't playing the radio though, boy.
Damn.
We weren't playing the radio, boy.
When you left Carver, I mean, when you left Reed and you moved to Hattiesburg, how did that happen from you leaving New Orleans and moving to Hattiesburg, Mississippi?
Well, I wound up moving because like it was a dude always messing with me. You know what I'm saying, around the hood. He went in school. I think he was like 19 or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what, 16, 17, some shit like that.
Probably about 15 at the time.
15, some shit like that, yeah. But yeah, while we in school, you know what I'm saying, you know, we gotta have our trombone, you know, our parents gotta sign off on the shit, you know, and they responsible for it. Well, shit, my trombone $300. Shit, something happened to that motherfucker, my mama gonna fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? So you better not let nobody take your shit. So, you know, sometimes the dudes used to be trying to fuck with me, you know. Try to take my little trombone, probably just fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? Try to, you know what I'm saying? But motherfucker kept doing that shit. So one day, dude did that shit one day, you know what I'm saying, a little party for some little females and shit. I felt played. Excuse me, y'all. But I went upstairs, got my stepdad gun, his rifle. Came back downstairs, but I ain't know how to use the bit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfucker came out, man, go inside, man, go inside. Motherfucker called my mama. My mama, man, and motherfuckers come around there. Oh, shit. It was just a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Behind the dude picking on me, you know what I'm saying?
So she told you had to leave? Or
so my mama, you know, was like, man, you put a gun on one of you little boys and all that. And so my mom was like, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? My mom ain't want nothing to happen to me. And then they was already in a transition. I leaving anyway because my stepdad was from Columbia, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? We racing cars and shit. And all that shit done now. But so that was one of the reasons why. That was the biggest reason why I left. You know
so how was it when you got to Hattiesburg and the culture?
When I got to Hattiesburg, it was like different because you actually see little gangs and shit down there.
Gangbang.
Yeah, you know, we got the little gangs, the little cliques, the little sets, the gangs and shit. And let me tell you how I got in there. Shout out to Barbon. Let me tell you this, look. Man, I'm down there, just moving down there to Hattiesburg, and I met a dude named Golden. Yeah, we used to be rapping in the auditorium and shit.
Why do you call it Golden?
Because he had gold in his mouth. So I'm thinking dude from New Orleans because that's the only place I seen people with gold in their mouth. So now I'm missing. I'm like, man, what's up, bro? Whoa, where you from, bro? I'm like, man, I'm from the 10. The 10? I say, you from the 10 wall? I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm from the 10. Fuck you mean the 10? Tennessee. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I said, all right, Tennessee. I'm like, damn, nigga, I thought you from New Orleans, them gold in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? From Tennessee, like, yeah, you know, that's what you learn how to rap. You know, we always talking about music and shit. And the dudes stay fresh because, like, Hattiesburg, they wouldn't like New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? You could wear uniforms.
That's why people don't understand, like, how New Orleans dudes like to wear Dickie fits. That's something that we wore in school ever since we was young. We always kind of had Dickies on and all that. So people don't understand, it ain't just something that niggas just do on that level. Niggas really wear Dickie fits because, like I said, it was even a uniform that we wore in school coming up.
So, yeah, I mean, like,
so you met Gio and all them and Boss Ballers and...
Yeah, I met them and you know, he was always fresh and shit. But anyway, he introduced me to some guys in Pine Haven.
Okay.
You know, the little apartment complex.
Okay.
You know, and these guys wound up becoming my best friends. You know what I'm saying? You got Dash. You know what I'm saying? You got
they was from
Double O.
Cities too and stuff.
Yeah, you got Dash, Double O, Boy How Easy. You got E. You know, you got Shorty B. You know what I'm saying? You got Lil Roy used to come around there. You
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone used to come around there. You know, you got the Ram used to come around there. So a whole bunch of people used to come around there, man.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of people used to come around there. If I left you out, man, I'm sorry. You got Rail used to come around there. You know. But
so what about
when I met those guys, I thought it was just a rap group, Ballin'. So, you know, I didn't know they had a little clique, like a little, you know what I'm saying, like a little clique, nigga, like these niggas out here banging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I got introduced to Ball out there. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. That's how I got introduced to like a
and
little
what
set.
about when you said a dude that said cuz, or you know, you was thinking, you know, like what happened with that, like in the stuff about the school when you was at school that day? About the stuff.
Man, one dude was like, you know, man, what up, cuz? When I first moved out there, you know, it was just a little word that they say. You know, cuz, you know, some people might be, you know, from a Crip family. Some people might be, you know,
from that neighborhood.
Yeah, a Crip. Some people might be in their neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, Crip neighborhood, and they just used to say cuz. But like, somebody say, what's up, cuz? I was like, man, I don't know you.
Because in the water, people say
like,
cuz, they might say
like who you
cousin.
is? Yeah. Like cuz, who you is? You ain't my cousin.
Right.
But yeah, other than that though, you know, Hattiesburg live, man. I like Hattiesburg, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And what do you mean by you saying before it was a hub and the people that come there?
The hub city, man.
Right.
Yeah, the hub city. The hub city is a hub for everything, man. You know, everything passed through hub city. You know, you got a lot of businesses you got a lot of trucking businesses. You got a lot of, you know, it's a growing city. It's a little city, but it's a fast growing city. You know, it's very known for its colleges like USM.
That's what Brett Favre played for.
That's what Brett Favre played for. Right. So it's known for stuff like that, you know, for that college right there. But at the same time, a lot of people come through those main highways, 59, 49. You know what I'm saying? So those are like main roads to get to like Jackson, the Coles. You know what I'm saying? Or going from New Orleans to, you know, Atlanta or across whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
or something like
yeah.
That. So about another thing. I remember coming out there to Hattiesburg back in the day. Y'all was already knowing about Juneteenth way before like how Trump was saying, you know. But I know y'all used to celebrate Juneteenth and all that stuff like that. This was like almost 15 plus years ago that y'all would be celebrating that at the parks and all that. When a lot of people probably didn't even know about Juneteenth. You know, y'all was celebrating the Hattiesburg.
Man, Juneteenth. People been doing Juneteenth, man.
Right.
Since I came out there, you know, Black Beach, everybody used to be like, man, let's go ahead on and get fresh. Let's go ahead on and wash our cars or whatever, man. Let's get ready to go to Black Beach.
Right.
They're doing Juneteenth, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the day they celebrate.
Yeah, so with that shit what Trump was talking about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No offense to all the Trump supporters out there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, this man talking about some people didn't even know about Juneteenth. I told them about it, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, Cap.
Yeah, man, come on, man, get out of here, man. So, people been doing that shit after that. I found out about that in Hattiesburg.
Yeah, I mean, I found out coming out there by y'all in Hattiesburg. I know you was talking about Black Beach and all that in Juneteenth. The Chevys in Mississippi, at least Hattiesburg, like why you think they had so much of a love affair with those box Chevys and those Chevys and, you know, them old school cars that campaign out there in Mississippi?
Man, let me tell you something, bro. That was the shit. You know, back then, like around that time, like, it was a little club called the Hi-Hat in Hattiesburg, right? Used to go to, you know, all the ballers, all my little partner, you know what I'm saying? Used to ride in them box Chevys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that was around the time where, you know, Jeezy was popping. You know what I'm saying?
Chevy Tropicana, same color.
You know what I'm saying? T.I., yeah, but Jeezy, boy, look at that. Jeezy getting everybody charges.
Right.
You hear me? Yo, Jeezy getting everybody charges around there. Look, everybody trapping, but box Chevys, bro, hands.
So what about that time y'all got the record label deal? Cause I know y'all was working with you and Shy was working on Food Loops and making music around the time people was doing the crunk type music, and y'all was figuring that out. But y'all had a talent show that y'all won with Greg. Tell me about the story about
Greg Street threw a talent show.
Greg Street that's work on 103 in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But he originally from
Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Okay. Yeah. But he threw a talent show at the Singer Theater in downtown Hattiesburg, and I was still in high school at the time. Mm-hmm. But I was with my partner, the boss Barbon, and we wound up getting a record deal from the talent show. We did a little talent show. There was a couple other artists and other talent that was up there that did as well. But there was a man named Curtis Williams, and he was with Gold Wax Records, and in collaboration with Gumptown, Gumptown Records. And
Gumpy in Montgomery, probably.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and he wanted us giving us a record deal. But the record deal went good. You know, we did a lot of chitlin circuit shit.
Right.
Schools. You know, I liked the schools.
Right. Ball and G.O.
Because I had fun. You know what I'm saying. I always had fun with the other students. You know what I'm saying. And
y'all open for Ball and G too, right?
Yeah, we opened up for 8 Ball and MJG at Club Rose.
Okay, where that was at?
That was in it was in Alabama, but I think it was in I don't know if I don't want to lie if people say it was in either Birmingham or Alabama. Y'all check me on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure no. But I remember the club, cause I swear to God I saw a nigga walking with a fucking rocket launcher on his back over there. You heard me? Look, man, look here, bro. I told my nigga E, I said E. I said, but hold on, man, them niggas strapped like a motherfucker. He was like he wasn't worried about it. Like I don't give a fuck. I said, no, look. I said, I know I ain't tripping. Man, look at this man back. So I told my boy Louis, I said, man, I'm tripping. Oh, this nigga walking around with a fucking whole rocket launcher on his back.
Damn.
Yeah. And I ain't talking about I ain't talking about no RPG now.
Right.
I'm talking about one that one that is collapsible. Yeah. And open up and shit. Right. And just fire out. I said, man, look at this shit.
It's a mass destruction.
Man, no cap. But anyway, yeah, it was at Club Rules.
Okay. So tell us a story about the tattoos. Like, what your tattoos in your face mean?
Man, look at this A on my forehead means Alvarez. Okay. You know, the cross with a fleur-de-lis, of course, is for New Orleans. You know, that was for all the people that I knew who died in Katrina and stuff like that. All the lost people who died in the
cross.
With a cross. Well, no, this ain't a soldier tag. The soldier tag can be between your eyes. Right, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna. This is not a soldier tag. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the middle of the head, right? It's not in the middle of my head. This is not a soldier tag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this right here is just a cross that I got on my face for all the people that I know that was dead and gone and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't no gang shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just my personal shit that I wanted to put on my face.
So how you feel about Mississippi people? Like, I mean, when I think about, I got on, like, Boots and them was getting so much love that coming down there. Y'all love it a lot. I know Mississippi is known for blues and hard times. How do you feel like people overlook Mississippi, even though y'all, like I said, one of the poorest places in America, about 2 million people, but you feel like there's a lot of street politics, street culture. What you would say about just Mississippi, what people think wrong about Mississippi that you think?
Well,
I don't understand Mississippi.
Man, let me tell you, Mississippi is a good place. You know, it's just that the structure is fucked up. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like the system, the system is not supporting, the poor people of Mississippi. As we all know, Mississippi is the poorest state in America. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They got the poorest. Their school system is the worst. The education system is the worst in America. The jobs, is the worst in America. Mississippi is at the bottom. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when you hear people who make music there, you'll hear that struggle from them people, bro. They country. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's just them. But when you hear that struggle, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So shout out to Big Crit, shout out to David Banner, shout out to Reese Bigelow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Walk Dog, man. Tuckweiler. Look, you see what I'm saying?
Right. Small.
Population small, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know too much about Big Walk Dog, bro. But I don't care. He putting on for Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? And congratulations for him getting signed 10-17. You know what I'm saying? Boocha, man. Yeah, real talk.
So what happened when, like you said, you had went to the feds before? How was that? And how did that happen?
Well, I went to the feds for when it was 2007. You know, yeah, because I caught a charge. My charge was in 2005 for carrying a concealed weapon with an obliterated serial number. I had the serial number filed off.
Right.
And that was my first charge. And I went through a little roadblock. And I went right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So shit, I took my lick. You know what I'm saying? And they gave me 15 months. That was my first charge I ever had. Some of the Yazoo, because that was a federal crime.
Right.
Having the serial number obliterated. So they gave me 15 months in the low, in Yazoo City, Mississippi.
Right.
And I met some OGs in that motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit there. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy, but how the system treats you, like, it's like they use military tactics against civilians.
Expound on that.
Yeah. It's like they use military tactics against civilians, There's a little program they call Unico. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen on Netflix a little thing called 13th Amendment? You ever seen that?
Prison system.
Yeah. I'm big on reform. Bro. You know what I'm saying? People don't know me. I'm not one of these artists or people.
Horrible,
I'm not. Yeah.
They think about Eddie and Martin off the movie Life, but they don't know that's a real prison that they was talking about.
Right. So Unico on 13, it was showing how, they use inmates to make bulletproof vests, for law enforcement or military. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, other companies other companies done invested in Unico. You know what I'm saying? Other businesses, to use people as labor. You know what I'm saying? Cheap labor, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. They using our people as cheap labor, bro. It don't matter what color you is. Right. It ain't a black thing, it ain't a white thing. It's a poor thing. Right. And when people get that in their mind.
All the way back to convict leasing, even when they was doing it after the Civil War, locking black dudes up, putting them in jail.
Right.
The prison system in the South, really big money and stuff like that.
Right.
So, like you said, so what happened? What I want to say, I think about the stuff about Cuba. How you feel about what's going on in Cuba right now? Because I know your dad is originally from Cuba, and you visited Cuba, a year or two ago?
Man, mucho amor, mucho respeto for the people of Cuba. You hear me? Padre y vida. You hear me? Libertad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, these people need their freedom, man. These people need to fight. I feel like America need to intervene. You know what I'm saying? I went to Cuba in 2019.
First time, right?
Yeah, it was my first time going out here to actually, as a grown up. You know what I'm saying? To meet my family that my dad always tell me about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when I went out there to Marianao. My uncle Barbon took me to Marianao. You know what I'm saying? I went to La Lisa. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of food?
In San Augustine.
What's some of your favorite Cuban food?
Man, my favorite Cuban food is frijole negro and arroz and with plátano maduro and yuca. You know, man, I gotta have some aguacate. With the salad.
Yeah, a lot of good. You got me getting on. What's your dad cook a lot of Cuban food growing up too?
And my favorite drink, which I don't have it all the time, but I like the maracuya. The maracuya.
What is that?
That's passion fruit.
Okay.
I love the passion fruit, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So like you said, right? So That's what that was. So you felt like that about the Cuban.
It's a lot of Cuban food I like, man. You can't be asking me nothing like that. But most of that, I love the music.
Right.
I love the tradition. You know what I'm saying? I love the culture. You know what I'm saying? I love the people.
Right.
The people friendly. Right now they just going through a hard time. The government been, you know what I'm saying, fucking over. They've been misusing them, man.
All right, so jump back to, like I said, you was incarcerated, you had a big situation you was fighting, and you had to learn a lot of stuff about law to get out the thing that you was tied into when you had the case that you was facing when the media tried to put you out there and had it verified.
Yeah, I was falsely accused of murder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was fighting a murder charge. You know, first degree murder and conspiracy, man. But you know, that case the charges been dropped. You know, my record's been expunged.
Right. So how you had to do, like, get the law books out?
But while I was in there,
to find out things.
Yeah, while I was in there, you know, it was hard. You know, I had to fight. I had to fight for my freedom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knew shit about law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like any other man. You know what I'm saying? Who going down and not have any knowledge about nothing.
Right.
But it was a Muslim named Stanley Bradley.
Right.
You know, because when I went to jail, they put me in a hole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They put me in isolation for 4 months.
Right.
Before they sent me to the hole.
Right.
And every time I went to the law library, the books was either tore out, you know, the pages that I need, it was either tore, ripped up, or whatever, you know. And so it was a Muslim that was in the next cell next to me. He used to hear me complaining. He told me, man, I'm gonna give you the address to the library, the Mississippi Library Commission. It's in Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It's on Eastwood, something like that street. But he gave it to me. He said, just write a letter, tell him, you know, he gave me one of his cover letters. It showed me how to ask for what the cases I want. So wrote a letter to them, telling my situation, the books tore up. CO's not letting me go to the law library every time I put in grievances or whatever. And they'll send me, So they'll send me they send me whatever I want, whatever I ask for. I'm requesting such and such on such and such gauge in the Mississippi annotated code. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a 30-page limit. So I say, you know what? Let me go ahead on and mail about 10 letters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you already know. You know what I'm saying? 10 times 30, you do the math.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I turned myself into a library. You know what I'm saying?
So did you write any songs when you was in jail?
I wrote a lot of songs, but I wrote a song I just dropped. You know what I'm saying? It's called with a dude named Nice Gun.
What you saying?
You know what I'm saying? With a Nice Gun, and it's called Going to Trial.
How it go? Somewhere.
How it going? Boy, you like putting people on the spot, huh?
I mean, hey.
You mean, hey what, huh? Yeah, don't get like Vlad. Now, don't get like DJ Vlad.
Man.
Whatever his fucking name is, man. I don't know, bro.
I mean, you don't gotta say your song. I was just saying.
He be asking incriminating ass questions and shit.
I'm asking you about a song that you made. I mean, shit.
Yeah, you know, Vlad, man.
Vlad?
Yeah, Vlad, man. He don't ask nobody to drop.
That's what's different. I mean, you could be kind of breaking something. People like, damn, I like that song. I won't hear that record.
All right then. Well, the song I wrote in jail was Going to Trial. Right. You know, I was always telling people. You know, the DA was always, trying to get me to take a plea. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not taking no plea. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to trial. You pressing charges on me, present whatever evidence you have. So it was a song I was like, I told the DA no. I told the DA, fuck that plea, I'm going to trial. And I don't care if I got to sit in jail for a while. You better make objections because them lawyers don't know how. And I used to help people while I was locked up. Real talk, no cap. Nigga used to get in jail. When I was in jail, nigga used to get in trouble. Used to get in trouble. Just to get to the hole where I'm in. Just so I can help them with some law. Right. Real talk, no cap. So you know what I'm saying? They had inmates, because I used to always tell these guys, hey, don't take no plea. You know what I'm saying? If you know you're innocent for something, bro. Because you automatic guilty. And that's how they get these dudes who, they just tired of sitting in jail. They're like, man, look, man, and they hit these dudes, tell them, look, man, this kind of time hard, man. You go up that road, look, you get your common self, you get that wreck and all that shit like that. Look, they just try to get them to, and they be like, man, fuck it.
And fold. Right.
Let me take this plea.
Get out their way.
Yeah. And you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? If you would have known, look.
So how was it like when you was out there, even in Atlanta after Katrina and all that? Like, what you remember about some things in Atlanta just after Katrina, just going back? Because I know Katrina about to come up again, the anniversary next month in August.
So what you asking?
I mean, just what you remember, like, about after Katrina, like, what you remember, what you was doing at that time? Man. You was in Atlanta or whatever.
Man, I was on Alabama right before Katrina. And we was one of the ones that evacuated. Mm-hmm. And I wound up going back out there to Hattiesburg, mm-hmm. you know. And this time, when I went out there, I said, you know, let me go out there with my mom. Mm-hmm. And my grandma had just passed, mm-hmm. and when I went out there, we didn't know the hurricane was gonna do this much damage. Mm-hmm. But where I was at, it was mostly wind damage, you know, a lot of trees and stuff like that, you know, a lot of wind damage. And the power was knocked out for a minute, you know, in Hattiesburg. Yeah, but so we couldn't, the power was out so long, we didn't even know what was going on in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when we got some electricity and we saw New Orleans, you know, I'm an hour and a half away. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, man. My people, man, like, man, all my family and friends down there, man, right. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, bro. But I was in Hattiesburg when that happened, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then I know you was in Atlanta a little bit buzzed because you was on East Point, East Point, College Park, and like Cobb County, like and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what's some of your own favorite artists, like producers or rappers and stuff like that?
Man, my favorite. I can't say that. That's a hard one right there. I can't say a lot. I know one of my favorite producers is KLC, Manny Fresh. Yeah, KLC, cause you know he produced, you know, music for Master P. Mm-hmm. You know, Soulja Slim. That's my dog. James motherfucking Tap. You heard me? Mm-hmm. Who else? Manny Fresh. Who else I like? I like Shorty Red. Mm-hmm. I like Shorty Red. Fucking right. Shorty Red down to earth. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a down to earth producer.
I know you used to say Paul too at one time.
DJ Paul? Yeah, DJ Paul, true. You know, it's a lot. That's like I'll be here naming a lot of stuff, bro. Honestly, I'll be naming a lot of producers because there's a lot of producers out here respecting the game, man. Lex Luger.
Right. Why you feel like Southern rap is so dominant still years later? The South still like pop so big.
Shout out to D-Mark too, bro.
Oh yeah, you going too.
Shout out to D-Mark. You know what I'm saying?
On the beats,
yeah, shout out to D-Mark on the beats, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why you feel like fuck that. Mississippi or whatever. I know they just took the Confederate themes out their flag, and we already know the history of Mississippi. Like saying people think Mississippi, they think racism, all that stuff like that. And a lot of the white people out there always say, oh, the Confederate flag, you know, it represents our Southern heritage. What do you feel about that flag to you as being from the South, and how you see Mississippi? I know you were gonna put me out there. What do you mean? I asked you a question.
Yeah, I know you were gonna put out that Confederate flag, cause you know that I don't like that shit.
Well, a lot of people in the South don't like black people. Like, what's talking about? Of course.
What heritage? That heritage. See, have you ever read the Confederate Constitution?
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, the Confederate Constitution, what that was all about? Keeping us slaves. Yeah. You know, saying we can't even have rights.
They said about state rights.
Yeah.
But we know it was about.
It's directly telling you they don't have rights, and we're against those who feel as though that we should have rights. You know, so that's in the Confederate. That's in the Confederate Constitution. So that Confederate flag don't mean shit to me because their Constitution feel as though I'm less than a human. I'm less than an animal. Less than an animal, not a human, an animal. They say I'm less than an animal.
Right. And what did you see firsthand?
But I don't have no hate for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no hate for them. Right. but I just know them for who they are.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know, who fly that flag.
What type of racism you seen firsthand in Mississippi, being from a state with that type of history and culture, you know? From
what do I see? What?
I'm just talking about like from that culture with people that probably love that flag and seeing them flags in Mississippi on people's lawns and on their pickup trucks. So what you seen firsthand?
Man, I see that. It's a little, you know, a lot of people say heritage and all that other stuff, you know. Some people probably feel as though it's their heritage, and they got the right to feel like that. If people want to fly their rubber flag, I don't give a damn what they fly. That's them. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell me, I don't want nobody telling me. We know what it is. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm just respecting you. You know what I'm saying?
What happened?
I'm respecting you, but at the same time, you know, my house got nigga sprayed on there, you know, and the man who did it flew that flag, you know.
And what was that at?
And that was in Moselle, Mississippi.
Okay.
That was in Moselle, Mississippi, and I was one of these guys. I'm a convicted felon, but I'm one of these guys who, you know, who try to do things the right way, you know. But I'm working in New Orleans. Every time I'm working, come back home to Mississippi, you know, I see. Oh, my shingles got stolen. I see niggas sprayed on my house. I see my water line cut. You know. But
2021.
2021. And then I called my neighbor trespassing on the Dell camera. I sat back there. He didn't even know I had it until I took his ass to court. And he told the judge he ain't trespass over there. You don't know what he here for until I showed the judge if I could present some evidence. And I showed him the photos. You heard me? The judge said, it look like you were trespassing right here. Yeah, man. So, you know, we got to be smarter people. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to understand that guns can't solve everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Unity can solve shit in your mind. Yeah.
So what you want to lead the people with?
Man, I want to lead the people with a lot, but I know I can't. And fuck, I'm still learning a lot. But I want to lead the people with, man, let's unify. Let's unify. You know what I'm saying? Let's put back on like we used to put back on. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's stop all this bullshit killing. You know? And to all my people in Cuba, don't stop fighting. Don't stop, don't give up, you know? And if you people really about freedom, you know, support their cause. Support their cause, they need it. Y'all go check out. Y'all go check out what's going on in Cuba right now, man. You know, like I really have family down there, you know, that's suffering. They really not eating, they government messed over, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna take up all your time, G, with this interview talking about it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't say nothing about that there. You know what I'm saying? So, que voy a hacer con toda la cosa? You know what I'm saying? Patria y vida. You know what I'm saying? Cuba necesito libertad. Libertad. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get that.